Okay, serious faces?
Okay, serious.
Hi. Welcome to episode 18 of the Bottums Up podcast. I literally just finished recording episode 17. It's been maybe an hour. But I'm back with another episode. And my guest is looking at me with a concerning amount of focus. I am here with Lana Mims. Yeah. Lana is... I feel like I've posted you before, like multiple times before. Okay. Probably.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Why would I not? Chocolate drop.
Hey.
Lana is one of the Playboys. Actually, Lana, you wear a lot of hats. Tell me what.
I do. Playboy host and MC, performer, drag king, boylesque, personal trainer. Your favorite DJ's favorite DJ? No. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Is that the right amount of hats?
Yeah, I think I counted. That was like 7.
Yeah. You're terrible at counting. Terrible. Terribly good is what I didn't get to finish the sentence.
Yeah. L for legend.
Yes. How did you know?
So, I think, as I would have stated in my previous episode with Mike, Miami, Cairo, I'm going through a little bit of a fitness journey of my own, getting back into the gym, taking care of myself. I'm definitely working out a lot. He cracked my back like one of those glow stick thingies. So, yeah, I'm feeling good.
And you're glowing.
Thank you.
The glow stick. It actually...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Probably.
And that's the nicest thing you've only said to me.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of that.
All right.
Yeah, that was
cool. Thank you for warning me.
Yeah. You're welcome. Uh-huh.
So, now that I'm sufficiently cracked, Lana and I are going to do a little workout, I guess, to test my brand new range of motion. And we're going to get to know her in the process. And...
oh, that'll be fun.
Before we get into it, I just want to say, you are an inspiration for me. I consider you very near and dear to my heart, and I admire you and all the things that you do. And when I say that you wear many hats, I mean that as the biggest compliment ever. And I hope that someday I can have a love the way that you and Sienna have.
Aw, thank you. Okay, well, that was super sweet and sincere, so now I'm going to make it awkward, but thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I meant all of it. Don't get used to it, though.
Yeah.
All right. So, you need to read your horoscope.
Right.
Yeah. What is... I don't know how to... There's no button on it.
This iPhone. It's the same as yours.
No, it's not. I have a button.
Why do you have a button?
Because I like the button.
From 1985? What is that?
Isn't that the year you were born?
Whoa! Oh! Dang! I felt that. As a matter of fact, it's not. It's not far off, but it's still not.
75, 65?
No, you know what? See, this is why I don't say nice things to you.
I told you it was over.
I know. My horoscope says melt into the couch,
which is not what we're doing. Right.
I mean, we could change it. And that could be the workout. Listen, I'm just saying, if this is what the universe is trying to tell me, maybe I melt into the couch and then you do the work.
This is supposed to be my 5 to 10 mile run day. So, yeah.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not. I'm literally not.
5 to 10?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I'm impressed.
Okay. And then this part.
After reading this part out loud?
Yes.
Good. No one knows the context behind what happened earlier, so that works out. All right. Are you feeling suspicious of everyone? I don't know why you're shaking your head.
I'm answering the question.
Wow.
For you.
No, thank you. That's fine. I got it. All right. Today, there's a little person in your head saying that it is self-centered to be the one who is the most in love. It's not. You just have trouble accepting that your power games, really, okay, reveal the precise deep level of insecurity you are trying to hide. This is a great time. This is very vulnerable. It's fine. Okay. All right. Take it slow. Don't control and possess the people you love. Is that it?
Oh wait, what are your do's and don'ts?
Oh. Do apologies, snuggling, slowing down. Don't projectiles, not project, but projectiles. Okay. On a whim, snarling.
So basically, like, chill the fuck out. That's what your horoscope told you. It's just like, calm down. Calm down and like live and let live. You're not a horoscope girly, are you?
I'm not. I'm actually not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. It was introduced to me later in life. It was like a lesbian initiation that I didn't know I had to take.
True, yeah.
And I failed horribly, and I am still currently failing because I still don't know anything about it, but I'll dip my toe in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with some stretches?
For sure.
Okay. Let me just do like a little forward fold and start there.
Oh.
So, I know you mentioned previously that you grew up in a very religious household.
Yes. Yeah, my mom is an ordained minister and has a doctorate in divinity. So, yeah, she literally studied the Bible, gospel, all that. So,
Wait, what's a denomination?
we were kind of Presbyterian, non-denominational. Growing up, she grew up Lutheran, and so that's kind of where she has her base. Yeah. Yep.
So then, like, would you have considered yourself like religious as a kid? Like, is it something that you ever really felt connected to?
Yeah, I felt deeply connected to it. All through. Whoops, sorry. I'm gonna bring this up with me. My bad. Yeah. It's cool. Good. Doing great. Honestly, only within the last few years have I not considered myself religious. Yeah. I still have like a level of like spirituality to me and definitely open to a lot of different things. But yeah, I grew up conservative Christian, and that was pretty much where I was at.
Yeah. And this was, you said Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
What was it like? What was Oklahoma like?
I mean, at the time, I didn't realize like some of the questionable things that, we were doing. And I knew at my school, I was like the only black kid that graduated from my high school of like a small Christian school of 125. There's like 125 kids that graduated, and I was a black kid. And it's a lot of Bible Belt feel around it. And at the time, that was actually comforting for me. Like, I identified with it and saw the good in it. I would get frustrated with it at times, but my mom also was the same way. Like, she'd get frustrated with certain things and be like, that's not the teachings, so chill the F out. Like, this is not how we're supposed to treat people. What are you doing? Type of stuff. But later in life, that kind of changed with her, and that's where I had like a big dissension from the church. So yeah.
So then, when did you move to Florida?
I'm a former track and field athlete, so I was trying out for the 2016 Olympic team. Yeah, so I was doing long jump, and I needed somewhere to be able to do track and field year round, basically, and you need somewhere that has a lot of sunshine, warm weather, even in the winter months. Winter months here, because this is winter.
I know. It is 76 degrees and cloudy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what prompted me to come down here. I was like, all right. I was supposed to come down here for a couple of meets that were back to back in like the Miami, Miramar area, West Palm Beach area, and I bought a round trip ticket, and then a coach around here reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want to train with us, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And I just never took my ticket back home. My parents sent, like, my car stuffed to the rim with things in it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to rent out a room and make this work. So,
yeah. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, so.
What's like Iggy Azalea said, no money, no family, 16 in the middle of Miami. That's exactly what you went through.
Yeah, actually.
All right, let's do runner. Let's as track and field people. Let's stretch out these quads.
Okay, I was like, you trying to have me run in place? That's what I thought you were trying to say, and I was like,
wait, high knees. I was actually gonna say let's start with squats, but I think we should start with high knees instead.
Never mind. I like squats. That sounds great.
No, I think high knees actually are really good idea. Wow, look at you trying to because if you coach me through it, then I have to pay you for this, and like.
No. For sessions on me. Look at that.
I guess I should touch on what my actual workout routine is right now. So I do 6 days a week.
Okay.
My typical week, if I don't have anything that's like messing with the schedule, is Sundays I do a 5 to 10 mile run.
Okay.
Because I'm training for a half marathon. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've gotten up to 8.25 miles. That's what I did last week. And then I followed it up on Monday with a 5K, and then I just kind of do like some stretching, things like that afterwards. Like maybe I'll do some squats, maybe some lunges, nothing crazy.
Okay.
Tuesdays I lift in the mornings.
Okay.
I switched my warm up when I lift is now just elliptical because I want to be like a little bit low impact. Mm-hmm. So I'll do that, and then Tuesdays are my pull day. Mm-hmm. Wednesdays, sometimes I'll go for a run and then do some functional training afterwards. Like I've put a lot of emphasis on like getting my hip flexors more like stronger and stretching them out. And then that's when I kind of focus more lower body. I do more of my squats, different variations, lunges, and then every other week I do soccer. Yeah. Thursday's rest day. Friday is pull day. No, Friday is push day. And then Saturday is horseback riding.
What did you just say?
Horseback riding. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a first. I have met many of people. I have never heard of a workout routine like that ends with horseback riding. I love that. Now I'm going to ask you the questions. How did you get into that?
I'm supposed to be dark and mysterious in this podcast.
Go ahead,
I can't answer too many questions.
Listen, what?
Yeah, I've been riding horses for like 10 years now. More than 10 years, actually.
Wow. So, like, with what? I don't even know. Not what purpose. Like, are you doing jumps? Are you?
I do. Yeah, I do the jumps.
Wow.
Yeah. Like the stuff they do in the Olympics, but I do that at like a much lower, much lower, closer to the ground level.
That's incredible. And how did you get started in that, though?
I don't know. I've just always loved horses.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I like asked my parents for a horse so many times when I was a kid, and they were like, we cannot afford that. Meanwhile, my dad was transmission swapping his Nissan Z in the garage, but anecdotes.
Ooh, okay.
So, yeah, but I started taking lessons when I was 13, and just from there, I just kept up with it. You know?
That's incredible.
I was competitive for a while,
Yeah.
But it's just like cost and time and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I haven't really like done that recently, but I've started getting into like training young horses and developing them, like giving them a good foundation, and yeah.
Did y'all know this? Like, I didn't know this. I'm so excited.
You know, I always like brand myself as a horse girl, so I figured that like everybody knew.
No, bring yourself where as a horse girl? Maybe I'd be missing.
I thought people knew. I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay.
I love that.
I'll be more open about that.
Yes, please.
And the horse that I ride is a bisexual legend. He has a wonderful boyfriend. They are super cute together. Yeah. They're both redheads.
And they're both redheads?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That? Okay, then. I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. This is exciting.
All right, high knees.
And then you killed the mood. Rude.
All right, ready, set, 20 high knees. Let's go.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
That was quick. Was that 20?
Check your leg.
Oh,
Oh,
literally,
you meant 20
yeah.
per leg.
remember,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
you. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
I can count. I can count.
I like the way you counted. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's just to get the heart rate up. It's just to get the warm up, get the blood flowing.
I love blood flow.
Okay, so back to you.
Oh, me.
Yes. You moved down here, and then you were heading like towards like the goal of the Olympics.
Correct.
So how did that? It's like what transpired? You know, like what was the point where?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things transpired.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Olympic Games before that, so 2012, I had missed making the Olympic trials by 5 centimeters. Yeah. That's a heartbreaker. It hurt a lot. And I jumped. So the way that qualifying for the Olympic trials in the U.S. works is they have an A standard and a B standard. A standard, if you hit that mark, that time, that throw, that jump, whatever, that is automatic. You have made it into the Olympic trials. The B standard is, okay, you didn't hit A standard, but there are, for long jump, 32 slots that across the U.S., that's how many slots you have. If 10 people make the A standard, because it's pretty high.
Yeah.
10 people make the A standard, they have to fill the other 22 slots. They go to the B standard and they just go in line of like who has the highest jumps or best times, best distances right after that. So essentially what happens is Olympic year comes and it's pretty much a full calendar year that we have to hit either the A or the B standard. First time, I like kind of was thinking I could maybe do it young in 2012. Didn't work out. I say young. Wow. Anyways,
You were young. You are still young.
I mean, yeah. Relatively. My knees don't seem to think that that's the case.
Yeah, neither do mine. Apparently, my knees, my ankles, and my back of my neck all agree that I am not actually 26. I'm maybe like 94. But
okay. Yeah. That tracks. That tracks. But yeah. So that year before, I jumped the qualifying mark, but I kept scratching, which there's a board. They say you cannot go past that, and I went past it just a little bit each time, but like was jumping the correct jumps. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it. I got this. Could not get that same rhythm for whatever reason. Was 5 centimeters short. Didn't make it onto the Olympic trials. Then I moved down here, like I had said, and the coach that reached out to me was actually not who he said he was, essentially. And yeah, he was very underqualified and lied about who I would be training with. He said that I was going to be training with the Jamaican gold medalist, that she was coming and doing all this. And I kept asking, like, okay, when is she coming? Blah, blah, blah. When is this going to happen? You also said there were 2 other athletes that you were going to be working with, because a lot of times you want to train with a group and of course. Have that same goal and have that intensity within practice that really is able to push you to the next level. And I know for a fact, like, I don't train well by myself. I need either just like people watching so that I'm like slightly anxious and wanting to impress them, or just someone next to me that I'm competing with that is keeping me sharp and on my toes. And he just kept giving me different excuses, and I finally was like, can you please give me the contact information for the Olympic medalist? He was like, yeah. And he kept pushing off, and I was like, I need it now. Finally got in contact with her, and she was like, I've never actually trained with him. I told him that I'm retired and I don't want to do anything, and he keeps telling me to come down here and train with him and all this stuff. And she was like, yeah, we've never actually met face to face. He gave me like a training workout or 2 like a few years ago. And I was like, when you jumped like your furthest jumps and you were at the height of your career, was he influential in that? And she was like, no, he met me after all of that happened. And by that point, I'd already moved down here. I had like started to set up like, okay, this is my job, this is this. So then it kind of became I was training by myself. Then another coach reached out. It was a whole thing. And at the end of the day, I at one point switched which leg I jumped off, because I have really bad arthritis in my right knee and mild arthritis in my left. And so I went from trying to switch to my right leg dominant to jumping off my left leg to like try and fix it. And that wasn't working. Then this coach told me to switch back. And then I'm trying to like get ready. I'm like, I don't have much time left. And trying to change up things that are really technical is very hard in a short amount of time, all that stuff. And I got to my final meet. It was like, I have to jump these distances or else I am not going to make it. Had an day, didn't jump the jumps, left, and was just like, okay, I guess that's the end of my career. And that coach that I had just gotten called me and was like, hey, you jumped like the B standard. You hit the mark. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, I'm with the I just forgot what they're called. The official right now. He said that you jumped the jump. And I was like, that's interesting because that's not what he said when I was jumping. I watched them measure it and it looked like it was short. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, you can talk to him right now if you don't believe me. And there was just something super sketchy and like I could not, in good conscience, really let it go. I was like, there are only 32 spots in the US. I was like, if I didn't jump it, I didn't jump it. I was like, this has happened to me before. I've tried, I've fallen short, but like, I am okay with that. I am not okay with taking someone else's spot because 32 spots, those are very competitive. And I'm just not okay just being like, oh yeah, cool, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. And like, yes, I could have had a great day at the Olympic trials. I could have made the Olympic team. Who knows? But I just couldn't in good conscience allow myself to take that spot in case someone was lying to me. And so that ended up, it was the end of my career. I was like, all right, that was my last shot. Like, one coach lied to me about who he was. Another coach was like, yeah, you jumped it, you're fine, just come to the Olympic trials. And I was like, it was a weird time. So that was the end of it. And in that though, I mean, I love it here. And I've gotten to coach other athletes. One of my most consistent athletes, he's in college right now. He went on a scholarship. He was one of the top in the nation. And like watching him move towards that and like being able to impart like knowledge and things like that with him has really, I don't know, it's been like healing for me. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. Wow. I'm like a little angry on your behalf.
Why?
Because
yeah, I know.
Like if I knew his name, we would be. It's on site. It's on site. I would throw hands.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. I really do.
But I think it's worth it to remember too, like how many people even get to the point where they're thinking about the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even start getting into running until I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
really?
like I couldn't have even.
Yeah.
My career was over before it even started.
I mean, it's my mama's fault. It ain't my fault. I was around Olympians my entire life. Like, my mom is a 4-time Olympian, gold and silver medalist. Yeah. By the way, FYI.
Just casual.
Okay. I thought you meant.
No, I didn't know that.
My bad.
I didn't know that, and you didn't know that I was a horse girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so it balances out. Horse girl, 4-time Olympic medalist. Those are very equivalent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, in track and field?
Track and field, yeah.
What events?
So she got the gold in the 68 Olympics for the 800, silver in the 72 Olympics for the 4x4, and then 76 she didn't medal. I think that was the year. No, she pulled her hamstring. That was 72. 78 or 76. I think she just had an off year, and then 80 we boycotted, so she didn't get to run in her last Olympic games. So yeah.
All right, high knees again. 20.
She's mad at me. I feel like she's mad at me. Okay.
Wait, how about like as an adult, can you like pursue it, or is it more so that like the wear and tear on your body is at a point where?
Yeah, the wear and tear is past the point, and with when I was here like last year, 2 years ago, one of my friends, she was on the track team with me at the University of Missouri, and she was a thrower, and she's one of my close friends. Well, she made the U.S. women's tackle team. And so they went for Worlds, they went to Finland, Helsinki, and they did they did tackle football there. And like a bunch of people thought I was on the team. Like I was wearing like this jacket, and then I'm just tall. My physique is athletic. Just they're like, oh, okay, you're on the team, and like it was a lot of fun. And I realized how much I missed being on a team and competing. I was like, I have to do something. So then when I came back, there were flag football tryouts, and I was like, let me go try this, and then got hurt, and then tore my ACL. So then that ended that too. It's good times, guys.
Hey, what year was your ACL tear?
Last year, April.
Okay, so you're about a year. Oh wait, not even.
Yeah, not quite a year. I think I'm 10 months. About to be 10 months.
Yeah. So when did you start switching over to doing like the physical training?
Personal training, that has been since I was probably like a teenager, technically. My brother also, he was semi-pro. We're like oddly similar in that because we did track and field. Both of us were jumpers. He did high jump, long jump, and triple jump, and was a beast at all of them. And he sadly kind of had a similar path. Like he was Olympic level, moved somewhere for a coach. The coach like was never in the country, like would train him for like a month or two and then leave and be doing like all this stuff in exotic countries and then come back. And so he was like, okay, well, let me get a job, let me do this, and then kind of missed his window. But he started doing personal training, and with that, when I was in high school, he moved back to like make sure that I got into college and knew what I was doing like physically. And he would just give me like, we'd be training with my team, and he'd be like, okay, Lana, I need you to take them through this. This is what they need to do. This is about how many reps. Make sure that they have their form right, blah, blah, blah. Go. And I'd be like, bet. And I was like, all right, guys, this is what we're doing. We're going to do a circuit. You need to be here. You need to be here. Da, da, da. This is how you do the exercise. You should feel it here. Do not do this. Do not, da, 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 you know. And so I started personal training without knowing I was personal training.
Yeah, just those natural leadership skills.
Exactly. Thank you. I wasn't thinking you were going to say natural leadership skills. That was...
What did you...
Natural. I thought you were going to stop at natural.
Oh, no. I go the extra mile.
I like that. I like that. Okay.
All right, one more set of high knees.
Got it.
Also, man, I like being the...
I like it.
Okay, then we're going to do squats since you wanted to do squats.
I did.
Like
Somebody.
Regular squat.
Regular squat?
Regular little baby squats. Okay, so then what year did you start training down here, like personal training?
So last year is when I started personal training down here, like specifically for my own company. And then I tore my ACL soon after starting that. So then it was a weird little pause. And then I had surgery, so then I paused again. And here we are. So yeah.
So this has been like a relatively recent development for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you like it?
I love it. Also hate it, but love it. I don't do great at social media presence. Most of the time I meet people, I talk to people, we find out what they want, they find out what I do, there's a connection, and then we personal train. Yeah. And I've always done basically word of mouth after that, and that's been enough when I had another job, but now that this is my primary job, like it's not happening fast enough. And so trying to get my presence known and like people know that I exist.
Yeah. So you're working towards getting a Woxer sponsorship, right? Or like a partnership?
No. I just model for Woxer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you said there was an opportunity that like was coming your way, but you said that you needed to have more followers in order to...
Oh, yeah. That was something, that's a little side hustle. Okay. Little secret. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But go follow Lana.
Yes, please.
L_A_Mims on Instagram, and then also intentional SF.
Yes. Follow. Yes, please. I would appreciate all the follows. All of them.
You like ASMR?
Oh my gosh. ASMR's channel. Just go follow my channel. Everything will be much better. Your life will be improved. We have some great affirmations on there. Most of them are just song lyrics, but it's fine. It's a good time. Yeah.
So how
I apparently did one extra squat. I'm just going to be down here for a minute. My bad.
I know those knees need to be oiled. I got some WD-40 if you need it.
Yeah, no. This one? Woo. Go ahead.
So I know, like, as we were kind of talking, one of the things that it's definitely something that I struggle with, but I also know that, like, it's very, very common in the fitness industry is, like, the body dysmorphia and just, like, being able to see yourself honestly and accurately. Yes. And I imagine as a trainer, there's a lot of emotional stuff that you have to navigate with your clients. Yes. Like, how do you deal with that?
I mean, that's such a great point. First of all, let's just identify, like, how intrinsic and how just steeped in that we are within every media and everything that we absorb, especially like female bodied individuals are just, it's to a whole different level. And as a personal trainer, that is definitely one of my goals, is to get people to switch their internal monologue of just what they're telling themselves, because that's where more than half of the battle is. I don't even get to see it, I don't get to hear it. It's you talking to yourself. And having grace for yourself. Yeah, definitely. Having space to know that you're going to change. Your body changes, things change, and not trying to fixate on a time that you have now deemed was ideal. Because bet money, when you were in that body, you still were demonizing it. Mm-hmm. You still said it wasn't enough. But now, oh, no. 10 years ago, that was my ideal weight, my ideal this, and I was like, okay, ideals are great. Let's set goals that are attainable now with your body as it is, and being able to say, okay, let's change this, let's tweak this, let's and see what happens. Because too, I feel like some people expect, okay, if I do crunches, I get a six-pack. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. To everybody, every single body is the same. The reason I have intentional spectrum fitness, the spectrum is literally everything is a spectrum. The trees around us, the trees are not the same. We do not have one tree or two trees or three trees. We have hundreds of types of trees. And even within each tree type, there's different expressions of that tree. Same grass, you and me, hair, height, like everything is so different. And just being able to like have fun in this body, like it's your body. Your body is perfectly your body. It is, you can't be any more you than you already are. And so it's like, hey, guess what? We're going to have fun in this body. We get to tweak it, have a little fun with it, but it's always going to be exactly what it is. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's always going to be you. Sometimes it'll be softer, sometimes it'll be stronger, sometimes it's more fragile at times, sometimes it goes through all these changes, but you get to ride that wave with it and be like, hey body, I got you. Okay, let's work on this. I'm not as mobile as I want to be, but body, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna get this. And I want a bigger butt. Like, body, I love you, but where you're at right now, but like, what if together we grew, like we get to have fun with it. So there is a lot of therapy that comes with being a personal trainer, and people just expressing insecurities, expressing pressures that they felt of like, this is not enough or this is too much about their bodies, and trying to have moments where, hey, this is a safe space for you to share with me, and also a safe space for us to say, like, let's throw that out and let's get some new information in about our bodies and like have a great time with it. So
if that is not like the best advertisement for you as a personal trainer, I don't know what is. Like, you just motivated me. Like, yay. Okay, let's do one more set of squats. Just regular front squats.
Love it.
And then we're gonna move into the next exercise.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So then you also started doing the Playboy shows at about the same time.
Correct. Yeah.
What was, I mean, you told me like a little bit of the story. Actually, yeah, give us the story, because I was there that day, but we did not know each other at all.
The day that the Playboys, like, the inception of the Playboys, good Lord.
Okay, for context. So this was last January of 2023. My family was visiting. I was in like a really like bad headspace in general, but I was like, okay, I need to go out and I need to like meet more like lesbians or whatever.
Okay.
So my sister was supposed to come with me to the Uncut Gems show.
Okay.
And she just got tired. She went to bed. And it was like New Year's. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm going. I'm just going to do it. It was like $10.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not, whatever. And I showed up and I sat down at the bar. And I was very far away from everybody. And because I'm like, I love women, obviously. But something about burlesque makes me like a little bit uncomfy.
Really?
Yeah, like traditional burlesque.
Yeah.
Like I can do like the Playboy stuff. Like I don't know, something about it feels like less sexual, like more just performance. Like
Wait, which one feels less sexual?
the Playboy one. I don't know.
The Playboy one feels less?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, yes.
It just feels like, you know, you're just kind of up there like dancing or whatever.
We're talking about the same Playboys?
Yeah.
The ones where last night, like where where they put someone on the ground and then their legs were spread apart and then they're grinding, that part? That's the less sexual one?
It's just girls being girls, you know? I'm a girl's girl.
It's just girls being girls.
Right? Gal pals. Yeah. Roommates.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Roommates. They're just roommates.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a little bit more comfortable for me. Okay. And like into like I like going and I like supporting you guys. So whatever. Yeah. So at that particular show, I was just really uncomfortable like with the burlesque, but I remember at some point Ray had gotten on the mic and she asked like if they wanted there to be like a mask burlesque, and so of course I'm like, like yes, get my baby daddies out here. I need to find a new one. So I was just like, yeah, like that's like super cool. Yeah. But my anxiety got the better of me on that experience, and I just like I had to leave. Like I just couldn't. Yeah. I got really overwhelmed, so I left. But that night, from your perspective, was very different.
It was.
Because you're having money thrown at you.
Yes. And I love that. Just, if you don't know what to do, just throw money at me. Yeah. And it will instantly lift my spirits. So just an FYI pro tip. Yeah. So from my point of view, was a burlesque night. And that's something that she had introduced, and we hadn't had that before. But also it's a ladies' night. So like it was a lot of fun. And we had been on the sidelines. I think it was like maybe me and Turbo, another now Playboy, but we were on the sidelines and like we were dancing, like it was a regular song that was on, dancing, and then they brought us up onto the stage. I can't even remember why. Like I don't know how we got from like on the sidelines like jamming to like, hey, no, come up on the stage and do that. Like, and it was like, hey, masks, basically. Yeah. Like, come up onto the stage. What if we did a show like this? What if blah blah blah? Would you guys like that? And they said, okay, play a song. Oh, basically, let's see. Yes, like let's see what happens. Yes. Mm-hmm. And essentially, they played the song. We got up there, did our dance, and I mean just dollars. And I mean the whole night people have been throwing dollars. And think they had any more dollars to throw. I do not know where the money was coming from. And we noticed the response. And we noticed like, wow, there's an entire section of our community that we've just been ignoring. Oops.
Isn't that literally femme erasure? Isn't that?
We love you.
Wow, I can't believe I'm being discriminated against in my own house.
We love you guys.
Okay, cool, great, love it.
But we saw that, and we saw that there was actually a response. And that's the thing. Ray said, now, if I put this together, will you guys actually show up and show out? And the crowd went crazy. And thus the Playboys were born.
And I kept my promise.
You did. A lot of people did. And that's the thing. It wouldn't have... if y'all would have screamed then and then not shown up, we couldn't have continued. But y'all screamed then came out, screamed through money again, then came out again for a year. Boom, boom, like clockwork. And it was just powerful to see. It was like, yo, you guys actually want this. Like, this is actually something that we can sustain. Wow.
But it's also like there really isn't, in regular society, there isn't a celebration for masculine women or just like masculine presenting, even like androgynous women. And it doesn't even compare to the way that, you guys are treated and celebrated like within the lesbian community, the sapphic community. Yeah. And like, it just feels right. I think that's why like I feel like that much more comfortable like with the Playboy shows, because it's just kind of like it feels like it's filling a hole that was missing previously.
Yes.
That's what
I love that.
Okay, you want to do crunches?
Huh?
Crunches? You want to do I used to do a set of 200.
Easy, slight work.
It was actually 200 by 3. Let's do lunges first.
She's showing off for y'all. Out here, body looking.
Wait, hold on, because we said
What did we say?
we're both building booty. So I can show you those step back lunges that I've been enjoying.
Yes.
Oh my god,
I love step back lunges.
I mean, obviously it's like very basic, but like it really adds.
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
3 by 10 each leg.
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Are you count and podcast?
Yeah.
Multifaceted, y'all. That's
I'm doing because I got one brain cell doing one thing and then the other brain cell's doing the other thing, and then I just like stop breathing for the entirety of the set because I can only have.
Don't do that. Breathe, y'all. Breathe. That's like one of my number one things I say to my clients. I'm like, do this, great form, awesome posture, breathe. Don't forget to breathe.
I actually do say that to my writing students when I teach them. Yeah. like whenever they're like really struggling, I'm like, please stop and just breathe.
Yep.
And then we'll continue. But I need you to breathe. All right, let's do right leg first.
All right, let's go.
All right. Well, wait. So hold on. How did you like meet Ray and even like get involved with Les Cheek?
Funny. So, Ray walks her. Happened almost simultaneously.
Okay.
So, I was in an andro fashion show that I think it was based out of Atlanta, Kia Comedy. Came down, did a Miami one, was looking for models, so I just put my information in, was like, hey, yeah, sure, if you need models, especially androgynous, like, I would consider myself pretty androgynous. Got booked, did that fashion show, met Ray at that fashion show, and at the time, it wasn't Les Chic, it was Ray just going to, like, different queer, specifically sapphic events, and like posting and like shouting it out and being like, this is what's going on in the community.
So like literally what I'm doing right now.
I actually, when I saw your story, and I didn't realize that you were posting multiple events, just like what's going on, and I was like, thank you, we need this again. This is, again, it's a whole. You are doing great. You are filling another gap that is very much so needed. So thank you for that. Like, it means a lot. And also, I'm going to have people start following me, because people ask me a lot of times, they're like, I don't know when events or where to do, and
I have a whole calendar. Go to the link tree. I have a whole calendar. It has the dates, it has times, it has links to tickets, it has organizers, everything.
Dang. Okay, I actually didn't know she had all that.
Because I was just like, okay, because I have everything in like in a little highlight on the Instagram page, but then like it's easy to kind of, because like if you go in the calendar, you can go back to previous months and see like what are the things that happen regularly, so it's like the soccer happens regularly every Wednesday, every Friday, and it's like, no, it doesn't make sense for me to put that in like the highlight, but it makes sense for it to be in the calendar so you can see what's happening.
I love that. Did not know that. Probably gonna, I'm putting that on my stuff. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, check this calendar out, because also I love calendars. Like, that makes
type A organized. Yeah.
But what was the question?
How you met Ray and then somehow become a Playboy.
Yes. So Ray was at that event shouting that stuff out, and then from that, Ray saw me and was like, hey, and I started following Ray, and I was like, love what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And so we kept in connection. And then when Ray wanted to create and like do the first Less Chic event and like create that brand, she asked me and Sienna to be a part of the photo shoot. And so we went to be a part of that photo shoot. One of the photographers is the creator and CEO's girlfriend and their social media marketing development everything manager. So she took our pictures for Walkster, or for that. Later that became a Walkster Connect. Ray started Less Chic, that became Less Chic, and it was just it was insane. I am so thankful for that Andro fashion show, to that. Like, it was just so many queer moments that I love. So yeah, that's how I met Ray, is through Andro fashion show, did a photo shoot, and then as a drag king for her premiere event, the Elite Drag Kings performed. And so we went to her event and did a whole performance too. And then me and Ray been tight since.
Damn, that was like, what, 5-6 years ago at this point?
Yeah. That was a while. Oh, wait.
Let's do our little lunches again.
So it's nice that you were able to enter the Playboy thing, you weren't like fully new to it.
Yeah, no. That was the thing. Ray came to me and was like, will you be able to help me with this? Because like, I know this is more of your realm. And I was like, absolutely. Just let me know. Just let me know what it is we're looking for, kind of what vibe you want. And it's shifted since the beginning. But yeah, so that's how. And I became a host because at the time, knee surgery. So I was like, I can't perform right now. My ACL is gone. I'm going to have surgery in a few months. And then the idea was for me to then segue into being a Playboy. But it's like, I love hosting. I love emceeing.
You're so good at it. You're so good at it. You're a phenomenal host. Phenomenal host.
All right, other leg.
Yep.
So how was your coming out experience with your very religious background?
Y'all saw that? She just said flip. Just kidding.
Vulnerable.
Wow. Yeah. It was interesting, to say the least. I was in college. My first girlfriend, my first kiss, my first everything was it was my freshman year. Wow, that was sophomore year. I'm a late bloomer, guys.
No, I mean, honestly, same for me, I think, actually, yeah. Like, I came out, at least to myself, like, well before that, but, like, yeah, like, I didn't really have, like, my first experiences until, like, 19, 20.
Yeah, 19. Yeah. So, okay, see?
It's all right.
I know. People are out there, like, I didn't come out till I was 50. You're fine. Like, I get it. Like, I also get perspective with
married and had a whole family, and then I realized,
Right. This could have gone very differently. But, I mean, I was very aware myself that I was gay when I was, like, 4. I just didn't know what gay was. I just was like, oh, yeah, I like girls. And, like, that was the end of it. Like, I didn't think, I was like, yeah, like, you have crushes on boys, I have crushes on girls. Cool. And then had a moment where I tried to tell my friend that while we were literally in the closet. Like, we were playing, we were just like, I think we were playing like house or something.
Oh, wow. And you were like, will you be my wife? I want to start a family with you.
No, we were just going over crushes, which is crazy because, I guess I was 5. I'm sorry. 5. Or I knew when I was like 4. We were like 5 or 6 because we were in kindergarten or first grade. And she was like telling me who she had crushes on and stuff like that. And I was like, cool. And she had an older cousin that I had a crush on. And I was like, yeah. And I remember I paused and I was like, I actually have a crush on whatever her name was. And it was probably only like a second that she didn't like reply. And in that half a second, the like dread and fear of like, wait, something I said is different than what you said. But like, I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but like something's different. And in that moment, snap decision, I was like, I'm never telling anybody that again. Her response was, oh, cool. Go on playing. So did not faze her. moment of absolute fear, dread, and just decided in that moment I'm closeted without knowing what any of that meant.
Yeah.
So then fast forward to college, and this girl was she wasn't even on the track team. She was just in our dorm room. And one of my other teammates, like, met her, super outgoing. Like, all of us are really, really tight friends to this day.
I love it.
But met her on the elevator and was like, hey, we're going to this room for a party. You want to come? And she was like, sure. Went to this room. It wasn't even like a party. We were all just like hanging out, listening to music, having fun. And that was like my first crush, but I didn't like actually realize it until the summer after. So it was all freshman year. We hung out, all that type of stuff. Summer of freshmen becoming sophomores. We like called each other all the time, every day, being extra gay, all that stuff. But I didn't realize it until she like explicitly started hitting on me. And I was like, do friends talk like this?
Like almost a year, and then you were like, oh, I guess this is.
Yeah.
That's very lesbian.
Yeah, it was. And I got it eventually, but it took me a while. And then we dated for 1 year, and then she broke my heart. And
As they do.
yeah, and I had a complete breakdown. And it was like in December, and our track season, like indoor, starts in January. And I wasn't able to sleep. I wasn't eating. Like, my workouts started to decline. So my coaches were like, hey, what's happening here? Like, what's going on? You seem a little off. And I was like, no, everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And one day, my mom called, and she was just like, hey, how are you doing? And I just completely broke down, dying, crying, and couldn't really get out what was like on my chest. And I think there I might have told her, or she said, do you need me and your dad to fly up to you, like to come to you? And I was like, yes, please. They were there the next day. I told them everything. It was on the phone. So I told them first. Yeah. I was like, listen, I'm gay. I've been dating this person, like, but now we're not dating anymore, and I don't know what to do. Like, I am so sad, and I don't know what to do with my thoughts. They're going to dark places. Like, I can't eat, I can't sleep. Everything is falling apart. And my mom and dad were like, we'll be there. See you in 6 hours. Like, ready to go. So that moment actually felt really good, because their immediate response was, we're going to be there for you. The subsequent response after that was not that, but yeah.
As it does happen,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But
Do you still have a relationship with them?
it was good until I got engaged, and then what I thought happened when I came out did not happen, and they refused to be a part of any part of it. And I was like, will you come? Or my wife proposed to me, and she was like, hey, will you guys come to the engagement? Like, Zoom into the engagement. Be here for the engagement. Help me out for the engagement. Anything. Yeah. None of them. Then I was like, hey, will you guys help me pick out like an outfit for the wedding? No. Will you come to the wedding? No. Will you come just help me get ready? No. Will you come to the reception? No. Hey, let's try this all again. And like, because we were engaged for 1.5 years, month after month, I would just keep asking, keep calling. I'd call, be crying. I'd be like, I don't think you understand how much this means to me. I need you guys there. I want you there. If you don't come, it will permanently change our relationship, and I don't want that. Like, I love you guys. And they're like, we love you too. But I was like, no but. I need you to be here. I'm begging you to be here. And like, even now, like, saying out loud, it still hurts.
Of course. How would it not?
Yeah. There's very few things I've ever begged anybody for. Like, I'll ask, and I'll be even like repetitive with it when I want something, but there are a few times where I like beg for something, and that was one of the times. And I did not think they would refuse that, like knowing how much it meant and how much it would hurt. So that shifted our relationship a lot, and it has not recovered. I've been married for, it'll be, what year are we in?
2024.
It'll be 3 years in June. And it's just like, no, October. June is when we got our engagement. So sorry. It's a good time. I have a great memory, guys.
The high knees just like took you out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You should hire this trainer. She's really good.
Hey, I like money. No, I'm not gonna lie. The one time that I was on stage for a Playboy performance and I felt like $1 grazed my arm, and I was like, wait, because I was like really uncomfortable at first. I was like, hey, what am I supposed to do? And then I felt that, and I was like, hold on, maybe I can do this. Maybe maybe I can get used to it, because it was a fresh dollar too. Like that just came out of the ATM.
Yeah.
So just recently unpackaged, and it just gently grazed me. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm about.
It's weird. All of a sudden you're like, where? Oh, it's a whole nother person. Just like, you're like, whoa. All right,
it's my alternate personality, you know.
It'll step out.
I thought I was like, maybe if I can just like put together a little stud outfit and kind of like, you know, like, because I'm not. Obviously, like, I'm not.
Listen.
No,
Listen.
I'm editing this out because I don't need anybody else to stop.
Don't edit that. Listen. Okay. There's like 50 different things that like that just went through my head. So like, one, I'm always looking for people to like help with performances, right? That's a good segue in, right? Not the main event. You don't have to come up with your own thing. You don't have to create your like costuming. I mean, you still kind of do, but you don't have to create the concept. You don't have to do the music. You don't have to flat out figure out the choreography. I say, hey, would you like to be a part of my performance? Just, you know, get your toes wet, get you out there in front of people, see how you do, see how it feels. You get to work on whatever it is that you would like to accomplish within this. So, like, that's option one. You know what I'm saying? Option 2, 3, 85 is just, like, dive in whatever direction you want, and I will be right there, just ready. Like, hey, I got you. Do you want me to help with something? Like, I'm just saying. Oh my God. Like,
I don't know. I just have a lot of stage fright.
Do you know how I became a drag king? Because I have performance anxiety out the wazoo. And my friends were like, Lana, every time we're at the club, you dance, you lip sync, and you entertain, like, you interact with us like we're a crowd. And just have the best time of your life. Take that same thing, just throw it on the stage. And I was like, yeah, but then I'm actually performing, and I actually want to be good at it. I was like, here, I'm an absolute goofball, and it does not matter. Like, I don't care if I look ridiculous. And they were like, yeah, don't care, just on stage. And that was my stepping stone. The reason I'm so comfortable in front of a crowd now is because of that experience. Like, literally kicking me out there, being like, but then it was intoxicating. Like how you were saying, like, feeling a crowd's reaction. People think I'm joking when I'm up there, like, and I say something, I ask them to do something, and they do it, and I'm like, it is not.
You do crowd work. You do good crowd work.
Love that feeling, that interaction, that exchange is magical. And performing, you get to do that exchange.
I don't know, because I feel like I could only do it in a mask outfit. Like, I don't think I could do it like femme, because like I almost needed to be drag for me.
Okay. Bet.
We'll talk about this later. Because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. It's been a while.
I'm anybody. My hopes are already up. So,
All right, you're doing push-ups now.
We're doing.
Yes. Yeah. So I can get some weight off of your leg.
Okay, I love it. This is hilarious. Knees.
I'm glad that we're both broken. It's really great. So, okay, this is something that's like super specific that I have for you and also other people. But when you were like doing your wedding, and when you were like planning it, how did you? Because obviously, like the way that like weddings are done is like from a very like Christian standpoint, typically in the U.S. So, like, what was the inspiration that kind of like led you guys maybe in a different direction?
Yeah, we looked up different like wedding ceremonies and rituals in different, even like countries. So Siena is Black, white, and indigenous, and within that, our highest percentage is wow, I just blanked out. Nigerian. Woo! Sorry, our highest percentage both is Nigerian. So we looked up wedding ceremony. How many? What are we doing? How many?
10. 3 by 10.
Are we doing close, wide? What?
Just doing regular stance.
Regular?
Yeah, regular, like shoulder.
Okay.
I thought this was
You're doing great. You're doing great. No, I'm just kidding.
Grande.
Okay. How many?
10.
All right. But yeah, so we looked up different rituals, and then we looked up queer like layouts for your officiant and like things that they say within their ceremony. So that's how we did it. We went with we looked at, or especially me, I ended up writing out our ceremony, like how that went, what the officiant would say, what we would do. We just found the things that like spoke to us that we really liked and enjoyed, took those pieces, meshed them all together. I naturally like humor, so I told my now wife that I kind of want this to be a bit of a roller coaster ride. I was like, I want people to cry, then laugh, then cry, then laugh, vulnerable, deep, goofing around. Yeah. So that's how we did it, and like making the decision that we're not going to have anyone give us away. We want to walk down the aisle together. We actually saw that in a wedding prior to that, and it wasn't even a queer wedding. It was just, I mean, the person
afterwards,
the person came out as queer. Like they are not came out as queer. They were queer. Yeah. But like they married into a heterosexual union. Yes. Yeah. But the way they did it, they did not. You know, he wasn't at the altar already and she being walked down and given away. They came in it together, and they had more of an indigenous feel within their ceremony. So we like took notes from that. Then that year we had like 4 weddings that we went to prior, and we were just over there like,
I'll take a note.
Interesting. Yeah, like I like this.
This is cool.
I'll take this. Yeah, so it ended up, that's what we did. So I wrote our wedding. Sienna made everything for our wedding. Like, when I tell you, this artistic just nymph of a woman made so much. Place settings, all of it. So she did all of that, and it was just ours. Like, it was just steeped, like, yeah, this is our wedding. You could not walk in and be like, I wonder whose wedding this is. It just, like, our cats were centerpiece, like markers, like yeah. Wow. It was unique.
I mean, I asked that question. I say it's like personal for me because like I was raised Roman Catholic. My parents weren't like super religious, but like I went to church. I went through communion. I've been baptized and all of that. But I've always had like a really hard time like reconciling my lifestyle and some of the things that I do with Catholicism, with Christianity. So I just kind of made the decision to step away. And even like I really hate celebrating Christmas. I hate like engaging like in Christmas because I'm just like, this isn't, it feels like this isn't my culture, you know? And it just like, I don't even like the way it feels like, you know, Christmas and like a lot of like Christian like traditions are kind of, they become so mainstream that they've been like very bastardized, they've been very capitalized on, and I just like, I don't know. So like I've always felt weird about the idea of getting married in a Christian like ceremony because it just feels disingenuous. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and I mean, it's funny because my mom has been a part of either officiated, sang at, read from the Bible at like multiple weddings. And so it was funny because my mom asked me like some questions about how the ceremony was going to go. And I was like, no, we're not including that. We're not having a Christian wedding.
Yeah.
And my mom's brain was like, what do you mean? She's like, it's just a wedding. I was like, no, that's a Christian wedding. I was like there's certain things that like the Jewish culture does.
Yeah.
That's a Jewish wedding. There's certain things that like the Indian culture does. It's an Indian wedding. Like, depending on who you are, based on either religion, ethnicity, culture, whatever it is, it's all different. I was like, I didn't tell her, like, but we're having a queer wedding.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very specific for us. The pronouns used throughout the thing, the labels or terms used for each partner in this, all of that is going to be centered around our queerness, centered around women who love women. So within that, it's like, yeah, there's all these kind of fake rules or ideas that we have, but it doesn't have to be that. And you're able to make it very much your own and a celebration of your union, your journey, and your relationship. And that's what we did, you know? So, I don't know. That part I really enjoyed. So.
That definitely answers my question.
And I'm an officiant, so if you ever need me to officiate your wedding.
Well, I am single and not mingling. I am married.
Did you guys hear that?
I am married to the money.
This one's, do you see all this amazingness from here, and here? Single. Holla.
I'm crazy. Don't listen to her.
No, she's not.
I just made you do high knees.
If
I just
you're
made you do high knees. And I bullied you for 2 months for being a Scorpio. Like, I don't even care about astrology.
Listen, we all a little crazy. We all a little, a little out there. But, like, you are a quality human. So, actually, quality humans apply. Like, if you know you're super toxic, don't do it. Stop. Yeah. Like, don't do that, please. I'm requesting.
I'm explicitly. I think if you, I'm gonna start taking security deposits when people come into my life, so that if you do damage and I had to pay for additional therapy, it's covered.
That's actually one of the most brilliant things I've ever heard. I don't even like security deposits, but that's actually something for yourself.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah.
A security deposit for yourself. Mm-hmm. If you cause damages, I need therapy, I need to go work out, I need to find some other outlets.
I need to upgrade my gym membership to the Planet Fitness Black Card. All right, that's an extra $15 a month. So just be aware. Just be aware. You will be invoiced.
I literally love that. I actually want you to do that. See, this is why I don't know how she's single, guys.
I really want to, but it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I do have one more exercise that I want to do with you.
Okay.
Because it's another one that's like, I guess it's kind of like glute focused, but it's like, I consider it one of those like super functional things. Okay. Where it's like very like balance, core, glute, hamstring.
Okay.
Let's do it. Get your little weight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help balance you while you do them.
No, incorrect. This is you workout. I'm the trainer.
I just picked the workout.
Exactly. That's part of what trainers do.
Yeah. Enjoy having you in my life. I said nice things about you. I said nice things.
You did. So. Do you want me to hold this? Do you need me?
Oh,
what?
It's good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want you.
I like these. I like these a lot. These are like one of my new favorites. This and like the step back lunge. Okay. But I'm not like great at it.
This is one of the best ideals I've seen. So.
Are you serious?
Yes. Most people round their back. Most people hinge at the hips. Most people rotate their hips. One of the best. Good. Weight in the heels. Okay.
I passed my mobility test today with Mike. So like.
Nice.
You know what my therapist was like? Hey, you need to actually start treating yourself like an athlete because your regime is kind of insane.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe it. Because what you said was, you have some decently high volume days. Like.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. The hardest thing that I've tried to figure out is calories.
Okay.
Cause I'm vegetarian.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know what number I'm on.
We're gonna go with 7.
Okay.
Because every coach goes with 7, and they say 3 more. It's our default. I want to go back and actually see how many you've done.
Most of these sets, I don't think a single one of these sets has been consistent. The push-ups, I think we were consistent on. Everything else, I can't guarantee.
I'll give you that.
The nutrition is fucking hard, dude. Like, it's terrible.
It is.
And then, like, being vegetarian, trying to find sources of complete proteins that aren't soy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a common, and it's, I'm not, like, worried about being a soy boy or anything like that. It's just...
I hate that. Yes.
But it's just like, you want to diversify.
Yes.
You want to. My diet needs like a DE&I session, and it's just hard. It's really hard. Man, I kind of fucking love tofu. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, aren't we doing goblet squats?
Oh no, I'm done.
Done?
Yeah, that's my workout. I'm good. This is whatever feels good, and then I just stop. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. Like I said in my last one, I will be putting together like a little, I don't know if it'll be like a post or if it'll be like a separate episode, like a bonus episode or something, but I want to put together some of the resources that I use for fitness and nutrition, because I know how difficult it can be to get into it, like without a trainer, without somebody like really guiding you. And so Lana will absolutely be a part of that little resource guide, and it will also be like aimed towards other like queer creators that I know. So
Love that.
Lana, where can people follow you?
Yes, you can follow me. My business account is Intentional SF. That's also my website, intentionalsf.com. And then my personal account, which has more queer-oriented events and just everyday life, that's L_A Mims, MIMS. So, yeah.
Awesome. So you all go follow Lana, go engage with her content, go see all the fun workouts that she's putting together. You can follow me at bottumsuppod on Instagram. That's BOTTUMSUP.POD. You can also shoot me an email if you are interested in being on an episode, or if you have a specific topic you want me to touch on. My email is bottumsuppod@gmail.com. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, interact. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up over the next couple of months, and I'm really excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited with you.
Yes, with. Together. But seriously, follow, like, please, what you've already said that you do, it's needed. Let's support. Let's be there. Let's engage. Like, we can do it. It's the least we can do. We got this.
So we got to get the algorithm working in our favor.
Yes, correct. Dang algorithm.
Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.